Hello, everybody. Welcome to this new series that we're going to call How to Fix, where we're going to look at a player or a certain club, and we'll try to see how do we fix it. So today, I'm joined by the regulars, Lucas in the flesh, Idris, and our special guest today, Alex. So I'll get straight into it, and I'll do a little recap of Griezmann's position at Barcelona and what exactly has been going on this season. So he signed Barcelona at the beginning of the season, and first off, it started pretty well. Messi was injured, so he wasn't playing. So Griezmann was playing in his preferred sort of false 9-10 position behind Suarez, where he bagged a couple goals. But following the rest of the season, in 44 games, he scored 15 goals and had 4 assists, which is sort of mediocre for Griezmann, considering his high level and the fact that he does play in Barcelona. So the reasons for this sort of mediocre performance, for some people, has been the fact that he's been playing on the left wing for the majority of the season, with Messi playing on the right and Suarez in the middle. But also the problem has been the coach, where I forgot if he was the coach beginning of the season, but Quique Setien has been very reluctant in putting Griezmann as a starting role in the 11. At the beginning of the restart, he was benched against Sevilla, against Celta Vigo, against Atletico Madrid, where he went in on the 90th minute. So 3 pretty big games for, the title race, where Griezmann was put aside as a kind of B player. There's been loads of speculation as well, with Messi being the problem, Messi not liking Griezmann, not passing him the ball. So really a pretty negative atmosphere when you think about Griezmann and Barcelona this year. Now, yesterday, there was a Barcelona game. Griezmann was in the starting 11. He even scored a goal, assisted by Messi. So maybe it can sort of calm the negative atmosphere that's in Barcelona right now. But, there's still speculation that Messi just did it, so everyone would shut up, etc. So we're going to be talking about this subject with a couple questions. First one being, whose fault do we think it is? Is it Griezmann's fault, Messi's fault, the coach, or Barcelona's fault for signing him in the first place? So we're each going to give our own opinion and then start a debate. So go on, Alex, if you want to start.
I feel like Messi plays a big part of the problem, because like Messi at Barcelona is like kind of like a dictatorship. I mean, like if Messi says something, like the whole club is going to change, like all the administration, the president and everything, all the tensions going on. Like when Griezmann first arrived at Barcelona, like there was like some rumors that like there was like huge tensions between them two. Like Messi didn't really like say hi to him or something like that. So like Messi plays a big part of him, because like Griezmann was like the figure at Atletico, and like he wanted to like go on and like do like a huge step in his career, but like now he's in the shadow of Messi, and like he doesn't really have the confidence of Messi, and like he doesn't really like, they don't really go together right now. But then we saw, as you said, like last game, he scored like a wonderful chip off Messi's assist, but then that's only like 1 goal out of, like, as you said, he only scored 15 goals in 44 games, so that's not enough for him. But then the coach like plays a big role, because like, as you can see, like during after COVID, like we saw that like now during like water breaks or some stuff, the coach like just leaves the players like that. There's no discipline between players. So I feel like it's mostly Messi and the coach, but I don't think Griezmann is really his fault, because he wanted to go to a bigger club to win the Champions League especially. So I think he will adapt, and I mean, Barcelona's squad is getting older and older, so I mean, I think he can have his place as false 9 when Messi maybe leaves next season. That's another subject.
Idris, what do you think about it?
I agree with what Alex said about being a partly the coach's fault, but I think also Griezmann, I understand he wanted to go to a bigger club, but I think he should have paid more attention to the patterns. Over the past years, we've seen a lot of really good strikers and wingers going to Barcelona and being completely left out. I'm thinking about Kevin Boateng, even now Arda Turan. He used to be the star at Atletico, went on to Barcelona and barely played, and now he's back in Turkey. So I think there was a pattern to look at. And with Griezmann being the lead figure in Atletico, there was never enough space for them to have two lead figures in Barcelona. So I think Griezmann should have considered this before moving to that bigger club.
Yeah, I agree with Idris. I mean, you see lots of very good players do go to Barcelona and effectively flop. And like you said, there's a pattern to this. I mean, another example is Coutinho. He went from Liverpool, went to Barcelona. His style of play went down. Well, his quality of play went down massively. And I think it just kind of shows that a lot of a player's ability / performance is based on chemistry with his teammates. So you can have a very good player in a club that doesn't really have space for him. So Grizmann, for example, I just think there isn't really space, like you just said again, for another big player like that. Griezmann was sort of a figurehead of La Liga with Atletico, and I think Barcelona already have players in that position.
Well, I think it's pretty hard to really blame Griezmann on this because you can't really. He tries to change his style of play, playing on the wing, but it's just so hard for him. It's not the natural way he plays, and Barcelona being so dysfunctional around the way they play, it's just give the ball to Messi and he'll do something. I mean, Griezmann doesn't like that. You know, in the French squad, it's really organised. There's the whole. Everyone knows what they're doing on the pitch. Atletico is the same thing. Now you put him in Barcelona, where it's absolute shambles. So, you know, I think that's got to do it. That's got a big part to do with it. But I don't know. I think the examples you guys are taking with Coutinho and Thuram, I don't think you can really apply them to Griezmann because Griezmann's such a better player than them that if he really is that good, he should be able to like get through this hard period of him being sort of on the sideline, because if he flops like Thuram or Coutinho, I'm not saying he has the same level as them, but you know, I think it's kind of disrespectful to compare him to them.
Yeah, I agree.
Like, I mean, I think it's Barcelona's fault as well. Like they've had shit recruitment for like the past 2 years. They bought Braithwaite in the fucking winter. Like, it's sort of ridiculous. Even selling Neymar was, I mean, kind of had to, but I don't know. Griezmann's never gonna fit. I think if Messi's still at the club, Griezmann won't play well. Simple as that.
I agree. I feel like if Messi leaves, maybe Barcelona can maybe like play more towards him, like in France, like leave him the number 10 role and like organize the play with like young players like Ansu Fati, like De Jong, get that connection with them, Dembele if he's not injured. But like I agree, if Messi's still in the club, I think Griezmann will never like pop out, or like he will downgrade for sure, like his style of play, and he won't play that much, they don't get that much time.
Yeah, it's a shame. Like it kind of seems like the more he stays at Barcelona, the more his career is going to be like this.
Exactly.
I don't see it going up. Even if they win a title, it'll feel more like Messi's Champions League than Griezmann really doing anything.
Yeah.
Well, we can move on to the next question. So, should Griezmann be looking for a transfer, or should he stay put? Be positive. I mean, should he stay put? And what are the potential positives for him leaving the club, and what are the potential negatives? So, go on, Idris.
I think he has two options. One is to stay and wait out the Messi reign. But the thing is, we don't know how long that is going to take because Messi is still on top of his form. The second option would be obviously to look for another club. I know he's had there's been some links to PSG, but I still don't think that would be the right fit for him, because PSG have a habit of recruiting French players who are failing overseas. Like for example, Gay, that was at Everton. He's not French, but yeah. But yeah, so yeah, no, I think Griezmann should start looking for another club, but another club where he knows he'll fit in and where he's assured to be one of the starting lineups and where he will be welcomed by the fans and by the team.
I definitely like to see Griezmann in the Premier League. Obviously, there haven't been a huge amount of ties to this, and I am biased because I want to see more world-class players in the league. I think he should leave Barcelona. I don't really see Messi's career ending anytime soon. And I think the longer Griezmann basically sits on, I mean, he still scored 14 goals, which is decent, but the longer he sits on this patch of poor form, the worse it's going to get. I think he needs to go to a new club, play some games, and build his confidence back up to become the player he was at Atletico once again. And I don't think PSG is the club for that. I don't think PSG is a good place for a player to. I don't think he should go to PSG.
Yeah, we'll talk about PSG after, of course, but yeah, I actually think he should stay in Barcelona, just for the simple reason that if the club he wanted to go, you don't often see Griezmann losing out. Yeah, I think it'd be I'll say weak, but weak on his part to like, it's the first time in his career where he's had like a real problem in a club with a teammate or someone else. So I think if he stays in Barcelona, wins Messi's respect, and sort of integrates in the team, it will be an even better story if he just goes out, takes the easier route, goes to a PSG or a Man United where he's sure to have like a bigger role maybe. I think maybe, he should stay put and be the Griezmann we know he can be, really fighting over hard times in careers. I think it'd be a weak move, personally, if he asked for a transfer.
I agree. I feel like he should stay in Barcelona. I mean, I don't see him in Premier League. I don't think that's his style of play. I mean, I think he's good in Spain. I don't see him moving like other than Spain. And look at Barcelona's squad right now. Suarez, 33 years old. Piqué, 33 years old. Vidal, 33. Messi, 33. Rakitic, 32. Like,
yeah,
Barcelona's squad is getting old. So I think like he's 29. I know it's on the verge of getting old, but like, I feel like he can build a solid chemistry with Firpo, Ansu Fati, Dembele, De Jong, as I said. And obviously there's the Messi reign. We don't really know if he's going to leave or not. But obviously, as you said, PSG is not a good move as well. But for me, he should stay. He should stay at Barcelona. He should take the risk. He's mature enough, I think, to overcome the situation and like get this chemistry with Messi during the rest of the season and see next year.
I mean, I think there's probably going to be a coach change at the end of the season. I mean, I can't see really Kike Setien stay. So maybe if he wins the Champions League, but I mean, even that. So, yeah, I don't know. I'm sort of optimistic for Griezmann's future in a way that, depending on who the next Barcelona coach is going to be, and if he can get over the Messi hump, definitely should be able to do it. But I definitely think a transfer is interesting, though, because I don't know, for me, it would say a lot about the player.
There were talks, when there are talks of Barcelona offering Griezmann as part of a package deal to get Neymar back. I read that somewhere that Barcelona were offering PSG Griezmann plus 80 million for Neymar.
Yeah.
I mean, if Barcelona want him out, obviously there's no point in him staying. But if Barcelona do feel like they could give him another chance, then that does seem like a good move.
Yeah, it's really got to be the club to give him confidence. So, I think like Griezmann's a really confidence-ridden player. If he gets on a bad road he's in right now, it's going to be all year. He needs to have like a special coach with him. I mean, we could talk about who we think maybe would be a good fit for coach Barcelona, but it definitely needs to be like a guy who's a big charismatic character. It needs to be a character.
I'd like to see Guardiola go back.
I think the perfect manager for Griezmann, not regarding the team he's actually coaching right now, but the perfect manager, I think, would be Ancelotti.
Yeah.
But then again, do we see Griezmann in Everton?
No, he's not going to go to Everton. Sure not.
Go to Newcastle.
Yeah.
I reckon Newcastle next season, Mbappe and Griezmann up front. Financial fair play, that isn't really an issue.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, but yeah. Yeah, go ahead, go ahead.
I don't see him in Premier League. It's not his style of play. Like I don't know.
Right.
I know Premier League is getting better, but
There are some leagues, where you have a much more fluid style of play, like maybe the Championship.
Griezmann in front of
I could see Griezmann, sitting next to Tom Kearney in midfield.
that could work.
You
I feel like he would really shine there. I think he'd stand out.
never know if you don't try. Yeah, it's up to film's owners, really.
Exactly.
But I don't know if you look at the coaches out. I know Allegri's free. Don't know if he sort of flopped at Juventus. So I don't know if it's really a Barcelona coach, but I don't. It seems like going to Barcelona now seems like such a scary job to take because they've been knocked out of the Champions League loads of times now since 2014 or 15. Don't remember when they won it, but I don't see any big coach risking their name going to Barcelona. I'd be interested. I mean, who knows? Maybe I'm trying to think about what sort of coaches don't have a job. Maybe Laurent Blanc.
No, he needs a coach that's he's like Davis. He needs a coach like behind his back that he has confidence. Like Laurent Blanc, it's not the move.
Yeah, Willie enough.
He's gonna be silent the whole game. He's just
Poch, bro, Pochettino.
Shit, yeah. Pochettino at Barca?
He could fit, honestly.
Yeah.
No, I see that. But, well, our next question is, if Griezmann decides to leave, what club would be the best fit? So I personally think Manchester United will actually be amazing. Think about that. You put Griezmann in that Man U team, and it's a madness. For me, they're like nearly favourites.
The question is, right now, could Griezmann replace Mason Greenwood?
Man U favourites for the Prem.
If Griezmann signs, honestly.
No. I actually believe
Really?
in Maxime.
Yeah.
I really think next year Manchester could.
I could see Chelsea doing. I could see Chelsea doing that. With Vern.
Nah, but Chelsea have like the sort of young core. They have like the young guns.
Yeah, but now they're gonna have Werner, Ziyech, Pulisic.
Yeah.
But I feel like Chelsea still has some some issues. I think with the left back Marcos Alonso, and they
can't fucking defend. Yeah.
Yeah, they still got some issues. They don't have a fixed back line yet. It's always switching between Rudiger, Christensen, Tomori, and
Kazuma.
Yeah.
Man U would be amazing. I mean, you put Martial back on the left wing. You got Rashford up front with. I mean, sort of the only problem with Man U, I feel, is that Rashford and Griezmann sort of have the same role. I feel because Rashford's actually really free to play where he wants in that Man U.
True.
So I don't see Griezmann moving to play left wing again. So.
No, I feel like he can play. He can play 10 at Man U with Bruno Fernandes and Pogba. I mean, you do a 4-2-3-1. He can play 10. You can get Bruno Fernandes kind of like center mid, but mostly attacking mid, and then Pogba center defensive mid. I mean, Man U could be the move if he wants to go to Premier League, or else I don't see him anywhere in Premier League, honestly.
Yeah,
I think him being at Atletico before, I think he should find another team with great work ethic and a coach which emphasizes on his players' actual work. Because I think that would be very beneficial for him. He'll stand out more, and so I don't know. I don't know.
Sounds a lot like Real Madrid, if you ask me. That'd be a mad move.
Real Atletico Barca.
Yeah, Atletico, Barca, then Madrid. Those are the three big clubs.
He'd be the most hated man in La Liga.
Probably.
I would really see Griezmann in Dortmund.
Oh,
yeah.
Dortmund don't spend though. Like,
I'm sorry, that's the show. I'd see him potentially replacing Sancho. I'd see them replacing Sancho with Griezmann.
Yeah, but like Dortmund are a selling club. Like they're not.
That's true.
But buying though, yeah, that was what I was thinking of. Buying would be mental because think of it. You've got Sane, Gnabry, Lewandowski. You put Griezmann number 10 role. Then you've got Kimmich and I think it's Goretzka. Kimmich, Goretzka. You got Davis. I mean, that team would be mental.
Yeah, because Bayern are all going to get rid of James Rodriguez and Coutinho eventually.
Oh yeah, for sure.
No, but I think Bayern they're already set. Like they don't need Griezmann. Look at their squad next season. Like
That's true. That's true.
all the players. I don't. I
I
feel.
know. I think that'd be the go-to move, because they have Müller in that sort of number 10 role where
He's really solid. He's really
yeah,
solid.
but I don't know.
What about Arsenal?
That's me. That.
He'd have no place next to Saka.
What are you,
They
like,
still got Ozil on
are you in the bottom half of the table or not yet?
Hmm?
Are you in the bottom half of the table?
No, bro, we're like sixth.
Yeah, 6th I think.
You're sixth now.
Yeah.
Well, you're like 11th 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, but we won.
We were about to make a how to fix Arsenal, and then they went on the fucking street.
They started. Fuck.
That's it.
No, yeah, but so then our last question will be, what do we each think Griezmann should do then? I guess, for me, staying seems to be the go-to move, lasting out the messy reign, you can call it that. Waiting for a new coach, for that Poch to come. Poch, yeah. We'll set on Poch, and if he decides to leave, go to Bayern. For me, that's the perfect combo.
I think he should. I mean, I see the point in him staying a little longer. Maybe he should give it a bit more time at Barcelona. But unless he has a dramatic change in form, I think he should stay no more than one more season.
Yeah.
If things don't work out after one season, or if he finds a club where he truly fit in, a club where they actually need someone in that position, and they don't already have a solid player, like Bayern. Bayern is a good example. And I could also kind of see him at Man U now that I'm thinking about it. Much more at Bayern, but because like Alex said, he's just Spanish / even German style of football is very, very different to what you see in the Premier League, and I think he definitely fits in well in Spain.
Yeah. I think yes, I agree. He has to stay one more year, but not more. He has to see how things work out again. Because if he stays more, then his market value is going to immensely drop. And then he'll be like a forgotten name.
Yeah.
And I think he also should consider going to a club where they have ambitions, like where it's a real project of like, I would say like Newcastle, but not Newcastle.
Yeah.
But like where they have a real project, or like shuffling everything, or going and challenging the big top teams, where he could be a star, leading his team to the top. I think that's what he should look for. I don't have any idea into mind right now, but so I think he should wait another year to see how he plays out Barcelona and how other teams play out in their seasons, and just weigh out his options then.
No, I agree. For me, for now, he should stay at Barcelona too. Wait one more season to see if he could actually fit in, and obviously if you can't, I think obviously the good move would be a transfer. And now thinking about it, I wasn't really for Premier League, but now I think maybe Man U could be the move. I see him really well go with Pogba, Bruno Fernandes, Rashford, Martial. I feel like what?
I think Rashford should be dropped.
That's great.
Shocking.
No, I feel like he could fit it. He could fit in Man U. I don't see him elsewhere than Man U for now, but we'll see. But he should stay at Barcelona for now.
Yeah, of course. Well, anyway, we'll be proven wrong when he signs in Saturday in a couple of. But yeah, no, it's an interesting subject. I mean, his career is it's going to be the end of his career. It's going to be decided on next couple of months if he can really change stuff around. So it'll definitely be interesting to keep an eye on where Griezmann's going to go from here. So yeah, I think we can call that a wrap. Thanks everyone for watching. If you made it this far, of course. And don't hesitate to drop a like, subscribe, and that's it.